Some new media peeps, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal. So, this whole Wikileaks thing, it gets stranger and stranger. And here's the angle. See, you know, I believe in Occam's razor, which is basically the simplest explanation is almost always the right one, right? And I also believe that a lot of times that I am never surprised by government incompetence, right? I'm never stunned by that, right? I think if you anytime you underestimate government incompetence, you're probably on the right side of that. That doesn't mean there aren't great people working in government and in our military and everything like that. But you know what I mean? Like, to me, these bureaucracies, they just get so huge and ridiculous. And I think that the system and the size of it and the power, you know, can lead to, you know, waste, fraud, abuse, incompetence, etc. Because it's not subject to the same market forces that the rest of us are in private industry. Anyway, let's put that on a timeout. The bottom line is this: forgetting about all that, forgetting about left, right, center, forgetting about Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal. I just have a simple question. We had a situation here where WikiLeaks was basically fueled in this latest round, allegedly by this 22, 23-year-old private, and on Cybernet took a bunch of stuff, allegedly gave it to Julian Assange, and now we're in this situation right now. And now we had the WikiLeaks payback. The point is this: they apparently have a lead or may have arrested some 16-year-old kid from the Netherlands or Sweden or somewhere over there, right? In, you know, far northern Europe. And my question, I believe the Netherlands. And my question is this: how is it possible that the United States top companies, maybe government, etc., can be more or less, and to some extent the governments of the world can be more or less held hostage, metaphorically held hostage, by a 16-year-old and a 22 or 23-year-old? How is that possible? Is that really, I mean, so you have to ask, I mean, there will be those that go the conspiracy theory route. I'm not advocating that. That, you know, oh, this is a setup and a pretext and they let it happen. I'm not saying any of that. And I would argue against that. Or does it really illustrate that, you know what, someone is either not competent and or asleep at the switch? That these folks that supposedly, you know, Obama's a smart system, they don't understand basic technology, dude. That they can't get the kind of, you know what it reminds me of? Here's what it reminds me of. And you know, you want to put some dots together, let's put some dots together. It reminds me of how the underwear bomber from Nigeria was able to board a plane, even though his dad's calling up the embassy saying, hey, you know what, my son's a problem, and you might want to, like, watch out for this guy. And this guy, you know, there's credible information. And then you had Janet Napolitano going on ABC's This Week saying, oh, the system worked, and Robert Gibbs, oh, well, we have 550,000 people on the list, and this and that. You know, Gibbs is such a fool and porky pig, and blah, 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 blah. He doesn't know what he's doing, in my personal opinion. And it's like Sergeant Schultz, I named him that first. Oh, by the way, everyone, all these people steal all my fun phrases, and that's fine though. You know, implication is a serious form of flattery. You know, JDV and conservative new media viewers know you get it here first. Anyway, the point is this. The answer to that, which they got facialed on later, was you shouldn't have a list of 550,000. If the list is, Robert Gibbs was saying, oh, the list is too big. If the list is too big, don't have them on that list. If that list is too big, maybe that list doesn't work. Maybe the security for companies and the security for the government secrets isn't adequate enough. Maybe the system isn't right enough. Maybe you have to, you know, stop doing all your little trips to Spain and all these, you know, beer summits and everything else like that, and just get some basic competence in there. How about some competence in the Fed? How about some, now we finally are going to get some competence up in Capitol Hill thanks to the election. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying, dude? I mean, you can be a liberal, you can be whatever, and I mean, we'll have that debate and we'll argue against that, and I'm conservative to the core. But I mean, how about just don't suck? Because basically now, if I'm to believe the news that is now right here, and the reports and the rumors and allegations, a 16-year-old in another country in the Netherlands, and basically a 22, 23-year-old freaking private have held the world hostage with the national security secrets and the internet security and everything like that. I mean, it's just so. I think it perfectly illustrates, in my personal opinion, where this administration is at. It's a joke. That's my personal opinion. You tell me what you think. What do you make of all this? Do you agree with me, or are you against me? Do you subscribe to the conspiracy theorists, or do you think that there's just a lot more to the story that we don't know yet? I want to know what you think. Comments below, subscribe above. I'm John D. Villarreal, and you're watching Conservative New Media.